Hey, it's me Ashley and welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new here. So this is a little different. Usually never in the kitchen. Occasionally I've done like some shorts where I'm in the kitchen, but today I thought we could make brownies together. We'll be just talk. You guys know me, I'm a yapper. I love to yap, so I just feel like what's a better way for me to yap? Well, like I'm doing something and we can talk together. Well, as much as talking as we can. It's mainly me talking. Also, I cannot see myself. I need to get more equipment at some point. It's just not in the budget right now. I do need a microphone. I'm going to talk as loudly as I can. I want to get a ring light and something like maybe one I've seen one of those little tripod stands that like follow you around, because like this I can't see. I know that's getting this part. It's not the best angle, but this is what I can do. It is on a tripod this time, because a lot of time when I film stuff in the kitchen, I'm just leaning it up against something. Anyway, I was feeling something a little sweet, and I thought, why not make some Betty Crocker brownies? My favorite. So, I have my oil here. You know what? I don't know why I brought my Splenda out. I'm so used to making like homemade brownies or cookies where I need sugar, and so I just automatically grab my Splenda. I do not need a Splenda because it's a box. I have an egg, and then I just need to get a cup for the oil and the water. But anyway, I thought, hey, we could chat about life and stuff. One sec though. Gotta get. Did you see the water come out? Woo! Anyway, I thought we could just like talk, because I feel like a lot of times when I'm talking, it's like I'm walking around, so it's like camera angle is bad because I'm walking, it's shaking, there's a bunch of people around, and then I get self-conscious. My boyfriend and his dad are at Costco right now. His grandma's upstairs and his mom's at work, so no one's really listening to me, so I can do this and I don't feel like, oh no, and all that stuff. Also, I just need to preheat the oven to 350. In like true fashion of the Asian household, they store stuff in the oven. So basically, I just wanted to talk about some stuff that were going on. Number one, how life is as a supply teacher. So yesterday, so let me preference. Monday was a holiday in Ontario, Victoria Day. A large part of you are Canadian American that watch me. So if you're Canadian, you probably know, because I feel like most people that are watching are probably from Ontario. So holiday yesterday. So I thought I worked yesterday because I got a call on Friday to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I didn't really look at the dates. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see it in the email. It was there. I just did not see it. And so I should go to work yesterday earlier because I start work at 8:15, and then my boyfriend's mom worked at 8. My boyfriend did not have to work, but it was like drop me off first and then she goes, because my work was on the other side of town. Right, like the school I was going to was on the other side of town from where my boyfriend's mom usually works. So a lot of times when that happens, I get dropped off first, no matter how early it is. And I felt bad because the school office technically didn't open till 7:45, and the caretaker let me in at 7:30 just for me to discover that I didn't work. And then my boyfriend's mom looped around and picked me up. Neither of us got a call yesterday. My boyfriend did get a call last night for half a day today, so he already finished. That's why he's at Costco with his dad. And that was a little embarrassing. And yeah, I just didn't get a call today, so I'm hoping I get something for tomorrow and Friday, even if they're half days or whatever, because if not, my pay is just not going to be the best. And that's another thing. I like supply teaching, but the way the economy is, without like getting calls at least 3 a week, it's just not good for like be a supply teacher or like any kind of job. Like I make more than I did at my part-time job, but I should be making more than my part-time job, but it's still not enough. For example, last week, before taxes and everything else that needs to come off, I'll have made about just over $1,300, which is phenomenal, because at my part-time job I used to make about between $500 and $600 every 2 weeks. if I was lucky. The only thing is, as a supply teacher, if you don't know, or as a teacher, we have pension plans. So what comes off is income tax comes off. There's 2 different pension plans that we're a part of, which is the Canadian one, and then there's a separate one for Ontario teachers. And then we're part of the FTO, which is like Elementary Federation Vocational Teachers, or OT, Teachers of Ontario, something like that. And we're part of union, so I have union fees to also contribute to. So that's where a lot of this stuff, where like a lot of money goes away. How many cups is this? I don't know. For example, I get paid this Friday. Amazing. So before everything got taken off, I was to make over $1,800, and after they take everything off, I'm under just $1,400. So like that's a significant amount of money that they're taking from me. And yes, one could argue, oh, but let me do water first. Oh, but it's like 4. Oh, this is 2 cups. That's not good for 1/4 cup. Sorry. My God. You know what I miss about like having my own place is just I just had all my stuff. I had my 1 cup measuring cup, so then I didn't have to like be like, oh, what is 1/4 and this 2 cup thing. Let's just do this. But yeah, so you know, they're just taking a lot, and it's just like, damn. Okay, like, so one could argue, oh, well, it's for your pension. Yeah, that's true. But at the same time, what should I be saving up for? Because the way that the world is, it's like, I can't retire anytime soon unless capitalism, like our system right now, completely collapses. Sorry if I get a little too real there, but whew, there's a lot. That's also what I want to talk about. So, my boyfriend and his mom also got into a fight. On Friday. Well, the thing is, so my boyfriend gets his hot-headedness and kind of like, I don't know, not really a temper, because he can get annoyed, but like doesn't yell or anything. His mom can yell, but I would just say he gets like sometimes her hot-headedness and like say her stubbornness, he gets that from her. And she likes to yell, and she's like in her own like world of like whatever I say goes, I know best, like don't define me kind of thing. Once again, my boyfriend is Chinese and his parents were born and raised in China, so you know they have different views than from here. So it's like I can't really fault her for having these views or these mindsets, but it's just never a good time. Anyway, they got into a big fight. Like, my boyfriend was completely, like, done. Like, he just lost it. He just did not want to talk to her. He didn't want to look at her. He was just tired of everything. So, and then he was just told me that he wanted to move out. He even told his parents that we were going to move out by July. He changed his mind. What was it? It's just Monday. Yeah, Monday yesterday morning, actually, he came to me, yeah. He was like, I changed my mind. I don't want to move out this summer. That's just going to be too much, which I agree. It's too much to try to find the place and have any money for anything. But he said after summer. So maybe, I don't know what that means. I even asked him, it's like September. And he was like, yeah, maybe. And I was like, all right. Guys, before I continue, I want to make sure that this is recording, or else I'm going to feel really silly. Alright, it is recording. I do remember hitting the record button. You never know. I had to double check. But yeah, anyway, so we're hoping to move out sometime, maybe by the end of the year. I would love to move out. I kind of want my own space. That's like, I moved out from my parents' house 9 years ago, and I've just been living in basically student housing. So I've never had like my own place. I've had my own space, such as a room, but then it's like I'm sharing a house with many people, and it's like these people are not really my friends. I have lived with some of my friends, but it's not a whole house of my friends. It's not a house of my family. So it's like, I feel awkward because it's like, well, these are like strangers. Like, even though like I talk to them and we're cool, but it's just like, it's it's kind of awkward. Just like you live in a house with someone, it's like maybe I want to be in the living room, but let's say my roommates are sitting, or let's say they have people over, things like that. Okay, now I'm in my room. It's like, or I want people over, and then like you have to try to coordinate, and then it's like people are in the driveway, and then it's like I'm trying to leave, like your friend needs to move, she can't be in the driveway. So these are the things where it's like, who touched this, who did that, who didn't do this, and so much arguments I feel when you live with roommates. Like we all seen roommate horror stories, or if you haven't, there's been some bad ones. I haven't had anything too bad, but I've had my fair share of roommates. Like maybe sometime I should talk about like my ex-best friend when we used to live with her and everything that happened there. That was a time that I don't want to go back to be honest, but that happened. But yeah, so, you know, I just kind of want our own space, and I don't think that's wrong with me to want our own space. But once again, not only can we never afford a house, like apparently an apartment. Now, I never want to say like exactly where I live, so I just say GTA. I don't live in Toronto, and I don't live right on the outskirts of Toronto, but some people might consider this city part of the GTA. And it's not too far from Toronto, so it's on the way and stuff. So basically I just say GTA. So you can imagine how expensive things are, even though it's not really Toronto. I would say it's probably better than Toronto, the prices, at least, especially if you wanted to downtown. I am disappearing for a second. I don't know if I'm still there. I need parchment paper. And then I'm gonna wet this so the parchment paper sticks. But yeah, so looking at apartments, and most of them are like $1,700 a month. Anything kind of cheaper than that. These things kind of suck. It's like really small. But you know, anything cheaper than that, it's really small. It's really small, and a lot of them don't come with parking. Either there's no parking at all that you have, or you have to pay extra. A lot of these places are like $150 per month to have one parking space. It's like, what? Like, once again, I knew things were rough, but it's just like, that seems, oh no, I wish did some better. No, I don't know about you guys, but I do eat the raw batter. I don't pretend that I'm perfect. Anyway, yeah, it's just like, what? Oh yay. Okay, shush. I know. Yay. But yeah, it was like, oh my god. So then I was like, alright. Like, even though apartment would be nice because like you could have a little balcony, you know, it's like security wise, take care of like if you get a package, make sure that it's there. Could have like a gym, could have a pool, you know, laundry service. Like, you know, there's benefits of living in apartments, and you just can't have an apartment. So then I was looking at basement like apartments, because my friends, not in this city, but in the old city I used to live in, they had basement apartments, and it's really nice. It was 2-bedroom. It wasn't like, oh my god, I'm losing the battery going everywhere. It was nice, it was decent, like, it came with like fridge, stove, washer, dryer, you know, it's very nice. Yeah, it was like nice, decent, it was like pretty big, had like a nice living room, had like a nice little dining room area, the kitchen was like spacious. You know, they had like some issues with like, you know, landlords can't tell you can't have a cat or a pet. And then landlord originally tried, and they're like, well, you can go do it, but you'll lose it. So then she just dropped it. And then I know at one point their washer and dryer were like just a huge mess. But that's what it is, you know? So I'm thinking basement apartment. I found some stuff which is pretty decent. I found stuff between like $1,050 a month up to like $1,400. That's what I would be willing, because like we're gonna split between the two of us. Hold up, how long this is going? Usually 30. Guys, I never know how big this pan is. I don't know if it's the 8-inch or the 9-inch, so I'm always like, I don't know. Let's try 33 minutes. And then I have to turn the fan on as well, so I'm gonna like finish my points. No. The timer on the side always gets me. Okay, let me quickly, but yeah, I've been looking because my boyfriend was like, we're gonna move in July. I was like, oh, let me struggle. But like, I feel like up to $1,400 where things are included, I think we could manage that. I found some really nice ones, $1,200 a month, that like are nice and spacious, like came with a nice big kitchen. It came with some furniture, so that's what I'd be looking into, because right now it's just like, it's not possible. Also, one of the reasons why I'm like, okay, let me see if I could have a channel on the side to make a little extra money, because like supply teaching is just isn't it. Like, I'm still trying to wait back to hear if the position at the daycare in the summer is gonna go through or not, because it's like I can't afford I have to work in the summer, or else I can't pay rent even here, because we do pay rent to his mom. It contributes to like utilities and groceries and things like that. So that's $500 a month. I'm still trying to pay off my credit card. Like I had to put about $680 on my credit card because I'm doing another additional course for a teacher's college, or to go on my certificate. I do have OSAP before all the OSAP changes come in, but that's why there's too much shit going on in this fucking province. Can't afford to live. Can't afford to work. Even when you're working, you can't afford it. I already made a rant about like being like, can we go back to the like late 90s and early 2000s, because what the hell is this? Like, guys, I'm so tired of it. But that's why I just wanted to do a little chit chat while we made brownies about like teaching and like little updates and all this. Also, my boyfriend, I didn't even mention, he bought a Bronco. I think he bought the outer backs, but we had to like have it customized, a custom built, because the only one they had all these extras on it, so it cost more. You didn't want that, and you wanted it red. Should be built in the week of June 10th, and then hopefully it'll be shipped in. Hopefully by the end of June, early July, we'll finally have our own car again. So that will be a little yay for freedom, but then car payments and stuff will go on. So that's also why we should wait until after summer, so we can also again look back at our finances to be like, where can we go, and like, should we wait? But I'm honestly, guys, I'm gonna be real with you, I'm tired of living here, because I just want my own space. Like, I'm about to be 30 this year, and it's like I've never had my own place that wasn't just me renting a room. So it's like, can that happen soon? I kind of like, experience it. I want to experience the future that was like promised to us. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this here. I mean, when the brownies are done, I'll show them off, but like I said, I have to put the fan on, so I'll talk to you again later.